Good morning, everyone. It's a bright new day. It's a bright new day, and we just come here every day to make life happier for a lot of us who are following us. And today I'm in a different place. I am 25 or 60 kilometers away from home. I came to just nurture a relationship. Um, my niece lost her son, so I just came to spend time with her, and it's been such a good thing. It has been so heartwarming, and I just feel good being here. And today is Tuesday. We come here every single day, Monday to Friday, to just make sure that we are connecting with you, our guests. We are connecting with you, our followers, and we are connecting with you who actually see value in what we're doing. And we love to do this. We are a group of dedicated, consistent people who are here making sure that Monday to Friday happens. And on Monday, like yesterday, we had Rev Water. He comes every Monday. He's behind us looking good on the platform and being ready to go. And on Tuesday is myself with unstoppable momentum in mindset change, just talking about the things that are around the wheel of life. Which one is protruding that day? We take care of it, considering what has happened in the week, what has happened last week, what is that, just to pick, and so we can be able to speak with you on that spoke that actually speaking to me practically. And on Wednesday, we have given it to Sampa, who does mompreneurs. So if you're a mom out there doing amazing things, you can be featured on this platform, because we just want to hear what you're doing and how you're doing it, and just clap for you that you are on the right path. On Thursday, we've got Dr. Nelly with her amazing stories from bedroom to boardroom and anything in between. And on Friday, we've partnered with a new image to just socialize ourselves with healthy living. And they come every Friday packed with how supplements help us to grow our bodies nicely and healthy. And so that's the week. So today, I'm here with you, socializing the spokes of social and cultural and financial and career. Social just meaning our networks, and cultural, our values. Our networks, how do we use our networks? How do we nurture relationships so that our networks are good? And financial and career is just using those social networks. How can they encourage us in our business? So I say good morning, everyone, and welcome to this special edition, Zambia at 61, reflecting what do you have to celebrate? What do you have to celebrate? Today we celebrate not just our nation's independence, but the freedom of mindset, the ability to see value, the ability to practice your purpose, and the ability to grow in your own lives. Because when we pause to celebrate, we recognize that every challenge we have overcome and every connection we have made has shaped who we are. It has really shaped who we are, and who we are makes us, every day, one step at a time. Zambia at 61 is a story of resilience, and so are we. There are so many things that happen in our lives. We're not going to bend on the things that are not happening. We have to, to be resilient, and we have to see the things that will happen to us or happening to us. So the thing that I'm saying is we have to have gratitude. As we celebrate, we have to have gratitude. The starting point of mindset change. In the mindset change process, one of the most powerful lessons is this. If you cannot see anything to be grateful for, you have a challenge or a problem, because problems are there, and sometimes these problems are the challenge that we have. So if you cannot see anything to be grateful for, you have a problem. Gratitude is not about ignoring what's wrong. It's about seeing what's right and using it as your springboard forward. It's the lens through which we discover that even in the middle of struggle, something is still working. And I want you to ask yourself, what is working in your life today? What is working in your life today? Who adds value to you? Who is adding value to you? Ask yourself, who enjoys the value I bring? That's where gratitude begins. And this is why every year on 1st of November, I give up my birthday to my community. It's my way of expressing gratitude of the people that are in my life, of the people that have impacted, of the people that has done something, good, with me, of the people that are engaging in mindset change. Because they come to tell their stories, and together we can tell a story. I give up my birthday to my community. Why? It's my way of expressing gratitude, of turning celebration into service. Because my life has been service. I've been doing service work for the last, 36 years, or 40 years actually, because it was just when I got married. So I've been doing service for 40 years, and I'm still doing it. And this gives me a pleasure. This gives me gratitude that I'm able to do that. And one time, why I do this, it's not that I have a lot, but it's because I believe, there's this, saying that I thought I was unfortunate because I had no shoes until I saw a man who had no feet to even put on the shoes. So I feel privileged. I feel like I can give. I feel it's okay to do what I'm doing. And I feel really great when I'm able to undertake whatever little that I can in order for me to thrive and in order for me to connect, nourishing my social and cultural spoke of the wheel of life. I've done this through Lady Circle, having been the first woman of color to hold position of international president. I was elected in Romania, became president in Iceland. My year was in the Netherlands, where I actually opened the world cheese market. And I ended up in Estonia. And when I was opening the world cheese market, I was flanked by the Maombe dance troupe from Zambia. Why I chose to give back to my country. And why I chose to give back to my country is because I had an opportunity. And this is what I'm saying. Whatever opportunity that you have, celebrate it and give it up to the people that can actually nourish it. So, because being grateful is not just about saying thank you. It's about showing it through action, generosity, and purpose. Every year I choose a theme, and this year it's being grateful for good health, and it's entitled Wellness for Leaders. Wellness for Leaders. So as leaders, we come together, talk about what we have achieved, what it is that we do, and when you are well, when you are not well, you can't lead. So I said, how can we socialize ourselves in these areas, of life where we can be able to lead? And it's going to be a wonderful time. We've got, our partners from New Image coming to talk about good health, coming to celebrate with us about wellness. They will be able to help us measure our BMI. They will be able to help us do, identify the supplements that we need, the things that are missing in our body. The last year that they came, that's where I saw them that they are a good partner. And, they came to celebrate my birthday and also to introduce the New Image, supplements or the company to us that. And when we were actually discussing it, we said, being healthy is a mindset change issue. Where when you feel like you're not feeling well, it's like you have to go to medication. But sometimes you only need to drink water, You only need to drink water, and you start to feel good. When you feel like lightheaded, sometimes maybe it's just the liquids that are lacking in your body. So, and this is why this year we are celebrating 1st November Wellness for Leaders, and we've got very attractive program where we'll have etiquette with Amai Kamanga, we'll have healthy tips, we'll have exercises, we're going to be swimming, whatever you pick, that day will be able to do it. We're going to have those people that want to come early, they can come. We've got makeup training, with KT Beauty, just how to put natural makeup on you to just look attractive as you go out there, because every day you don't know who is looking, and you could be able to connect, and you'll be able to just have that makeup that tells stories that you are a very normal human being and clean. So we thrive. This is why I have said the power of people and connection, because we thrive because of people, because of our families, friends, and business networks. When you focus on those who value you and those who enjoy the value you bring, life becomes meaningful. Sometimes there are people who are actually just disturbing your life. They don't see value in you. They don't appreciate you. They are just seeing, who is this? They hate, sometimes people hate someone who hasn't even done anything, just because maybe they drive a good car, because they look good, because they've got a good job, because they show up. You say, oh, what are those? Some people just don't like people who are thriving, but don't be like that person. Choose to appreciate, choose to be grateful, choose to add value. So we thrive when you focus on those who value you and those who enjoy the value you bring. Life becomes very meaningful. In the mindset change process, we say relationships are bridges, not walls. A relationship is a bridge to where you want to go. If that person is the only person that can give you something, that's your bridge. So relationships are bridges and not walls, because sometimes you don't nurture the relationship, so you do not have a bridge. So nurture those relationships so that you can actually have a bridge. They connect us to growth, they connect us to opportunities and understanding. Follow-up and feedback are the heartbeats of meaningful relationships. We find these relationships networking the whole time that we've had, we've had these meetings, we've had, last week I was just sharing how our week was, and it was just so amazing. But what do you do after that, that network? If you don't follow up, then you know that you are not going anywhere. So we have to really make sure that we are following up, and feedback is the heartbeat of meaningful relationships. But every interaction, ask yourself, after every interaction, ask yourself, did I appreciate? Did I respond well? Did I grow that network? Did I grow that network? Because opportunities are sustained through relationships, not transactions. If at every moment you don't remember the discussion that you had with the network, you can't follow up on that network, just know that it's a wasted effort. A lot of us have got networks that can work for us, but because we are not built with nurturing relationships, we are not built with meaningful discussions, with those transactions that are going to make us have the next appointment. It's like when you've got a business. If you do not have repeat customers, you are not doing good business. So how are you making sure that what you do actually is bringing the things that you want to you? So after each interaction, like I said, you have to appreciate, ask yourself, did I appreciate that invitation? Did I appreciate that connection? Am I appreciated? Did I respond? Some people, they collect cards and cards and cards, and they put them. The next time they want to connect with someone, they're asking, oh, I need a number for such and such a person. But you were with them. Why didn't you collect the contact? For me, when I meet someone, it's personal. I take it so personal. I have to take a selfie with them. I have to connect with them. I say, oh, I really enjoyed your company. This is what, it was so nice to meet you. And I go on. Right now, as I was we were invited to participate in the Association of Airlines in Southern Africa. I was invited as with a colleague who owns this NAPSA NAVPAS Africa region. So I'm linked in so that we can be able to develop NAVPAS in Zambia. And so I've already written the people that I met. I've already emailed them. I've already expressed what I got from them and how we can collaborate. And I already got responses. I was like, wow, this is a good world. And why? Because I do appreciate, I do respond, and I grow that network. I grow that connection. So because opportunities are sustained through relationships and not transactions. Every time we just say, oh, I went there, oh, I did this, oh, I know that someone. Why do you know them? How are you connecting? And this is why this topic today is so imperative to know that through a mindset, it's a mindset thing. When you meet people and they mean nothing at the end of the day, your mindset is, needs to be unlearn, relearn the things that you want so that you can be able to function in that place where your networks are your growth platform. So, what happens when things aren't working? What happens when things aren't working? Sometimes, despite all our efforts, things don't seem to work. Business slows down, relationships are strained, plans stall, and all these things that we just say, oh my goodness, what is happening? Then you start to use those emojis. I think you know them. These ones, these ones thinking. You start using those. And don't use them, all the time because they're going to steal your momentum. So, but here is the truth and the liberating one. When things are not working, I challenge you, look in the mirror and the rest will be history. Because you are going to recognize the person who is responsible for that growth, for that network, for that consideration. Look in the mirror and the rest will be history. That's the essence of the mindset change process. Shifting from blame to responsibility. It's about looking inward, not outward. The moment you choose to reflect instead of reacting, transformation begins. I want to say that again. The moment you choose to reflect, why is this happening? Why am I experiencing this? How am I going to react to this? The moment you reflect, instead of reaction, transformation begins. Ask yourself, what can I do differently? Ask another question. How can I adjust my mindset? Keep on asking, what lesson is this situation teaching me? Because every lesson teaches you something. Every lesson is a situation as a teacher. They say when the student is ready, the teacher will arrive. So when are you going to be ready? For us at the mindset change process, we are always ready for you. So when you make up your mind that you want to start the process, we are there for you. The power to reset is always within you. You have to tell a story. You have a story to tell. Every day that you have got something, every day that what is happening, you have a story to tell. And, these stories, each of us carries a story. And these stories are a mix of gratitude, a mix of growth, a mix of grace. But I tell you, your story is yours to celebrate. Because why? Your story matters. It may be the family that stood by you when you are, things are not going on well, the people that you speak to when you feel you want to be heard, the people that comfort you when something is wrong. You invest in those relationships. You must invest in those relationships. It might be the friend who believed in you when nobody else did. The business that survived a tough season. Or the courage to start over. And this courage to start over, we experienced it at, the beginning of the month, 3rd October, with Sampa's that was done, and all these things you have to appreciate. If it's a business shower that has been done for you, be grateful, gratitude. And this is what we're trying to say here. We are saying, whatever someone does for you, be grateful. Whenever you experience good things, have that gratitude. It doesn't matter how small it is. How small, celebrate it. Celebrate it. And when you tell your story, you spark reflection in others. Like I saw how Samba received those gratitude messages when she was thanking people who were there. In fact, even today, we're still receiving these gratitude messages. Today, I'm meeting up with someone who says, I want to be in support of what these business showers are doing, and I want to be in support, for your daughter. And it had to start from somewhere. And we were like thinking, how are we going to roll this out? Because we thought, who is ready to be among the people that do mindset change, program? And there are many who are doing great things. The stories are many, but you have to start from somewhere. And we're just looking forward to the next one. So we are building these relationships. We are building, individuals, and we're just so grateful that it started. And so this is what it is. It's a one story at a time. That's how mindset change multiplies. That's how we can impact others. When you're doing something and you cannot be able to impact others, just know that there's something wrong. And that something wrong is with you, not with the other people. Because we like to point fingers at people. Let's stop pointing fingers. Because why? The other 3 fingers are pointing back at you. And you are 3 times as what you're complaining about how you do it. So those are some of the things that, we have to be grateful for, the things that are happening, and forget about things that are not happening. If your salary didn't come, why didn't it come? And you start blaming, I've worked. This is not happening. This is not what it is. But what is the value that you're bringing? People appreciate value. And value, you give it, whether you are paid or not. Some people, they say, like when we had that jobs summit with Ministry of Labor, they were saying no. And it was so shocking to me, actually, that, okay, they don't pay me enough, so I can't do certain things. And you know what to do, really? For me, I found that really like, wow, this is not the right people. So all this, we need to shift the way we think about the way we do things so that we can get going and we can plan and multiply our mindset and tell our stories one at a time. So as we are in our last 6 minutes, as we celebrate Zambia at 61, I invite you to reflect on 3 truths. Number 1, be grateful. If you can't find something to thank God or life for, check your mindset. If you can't find anything to be grateful for, check your mindset. Gratitude opens your eyes to abundance. It really does. And number 2, be intentional. Follow up, give feedback, and value people who value you. follow up, be intentional, give feedback, and value people who value you. If you're giving value, people should be able to value as well. Be accountable. When things don't work, look in the mirror and adjust the mindset. And finally, be generous. Find a way, like I do every 1st of November, to give back to my community as a living expression of gratitude. And this is in partnership with grateful people. Grateful people have sent invitations to the people that I value, people that have contributed to who I am, people that respect, people that shine, make me shine, have people that have been in my life in different ways, in countless different ways. I have sent invitations. If you are one of the people that has impacted me, or one of the people that has impacted others, and you haven't received the invitation, inbox the number that is scrolling there. We send you the invitation, but this invitation is only for people who will respond, who will RSVP, not for everyone, because the invitation has gone to many people and there's only a limited space. So if you cannot confirm, if you cannot do RSVP, please don't come, because then you are not in the system. You're not in the system. So we need you to respond. We need you to respond. We need you to respond. And RSVP, me coming from my background of my first job was actually in a diplomatic mission. Responding and being on time are some of the values that any person who values their time should be able to obey. So for me, I value time, I value feedback, and I value people who respond to what they want. And it is a good thing. We need to be practicing it. And this is the main thing why this mindset change is so important or imperative for you to undergo it, because it prepares you. It is actually something that prepares you for life. It prepares you. Right now, even my guest was saying, my niece was saying, she found her name in the book. I said, you only came on Sunday, but my name was there from Saturday. I said, yes, because I was preparing. I was preparing in my important things that I need to do, and when I would do it. So you are in the middle here managing your 24 hours, ladies and gentlemen who are watching us, today. You are managing these 24 hours. You're in the middle of your life. And these 24 hours helps you to identify value that you give and what you get in family and home. How are you going to celebrate your family and home? Is when you have impacted them. It also says share your time and appreciate your mental well-being and educational spoke of the wheel of life. Why? Mental alignment. In fact, right now, there is a lot of mental issues going around. Mental just doesn't mean that you are mad. Mental issues are you not thinking properly, you making wrong decisions when you're supposed to be making a right decision because your mental positioning is wrong. So you have to find time to say, how is my mental well-being? How is my everyday learning process? How is it? Because every day we should be able to develop. Once we develop on a daily basis, we are good. Financial and career is one of the things that we really need to, to say, how are my wins? How are turning those falling down into an experience? When something that you wanted to do is not happening, it's just an experience. It shows, last week Sampa was talking about how the person who invented the light bulb fell 1,000 times. It was a failure of belief that this method does not work. But for us, when something fails, it's like it doesn't work. And we move on and we say, me, I tried that. You are even discouraging everyone who wants to do that business. You're discouraging them that no, that thing doesn't work. Institutions suffer from this thing doesn't work. We tried it. But there are new people that are coming in your institution with new ideas. Embrace them so that some changes can happen. Because when you continue doing the same things and expecting a different outcome, it's total madness. So the new thing, the new people that are coming, appreciate them because they've come to add value. A lot of times, new people are not liked because somebody thinks they've come to take my job. But you're still in your job. How can somebody take your job? Somebody's going to take your job if you don't actually now perform your job. Then that person now starts covering you up. Then for sure, that person will take your job or you'll be replaced by somebody else, not even the one that has been called. So physical and health is what we are celebrating. So celebrate your good health. Because when you are not healthy, when you are not feeding yourself, your body well, you can't even do family and home or these other sports. And spiritual and ethical, we are spiritually aligned, most of us, but how ethical are we? We have to be able to ask ourselves. And social and cultural is what we're talking about today. You have to find within your 24 hours, you have to create time for you to live a total person or a nature, somebody who is nurturing relationships. And finally, be generous. Find a way, like I do, and be able to be intentional as we make things happen. So, as we celebrate, because gratitude, when gratitude meets action, that's true freedom, and that's the spirit of Zambia at 61. Be able to celebrate something today. Be able to celebrate something this week. When we were growing up, this week was like Humanism Week, where you were supposed to do something for humanity that, expresses goodwill. And I know in my social club, charity club, Agora, I saw one of our clubs, Club 5, is already putting up, we are going to go to the cancer hospital to just say hello to the patients, give them, something, appreciate, that we are privileged and we are able to actually give something back to our communities. So I ask you there, be grateful, be intentional, be accountable, that you can be able to live that life of gratitude. And as you go on to celebrate Zambia at 61 on 24th of October, the exhibitions happening for people who are productive. It's all good for everyone. I just want to say, have a great day today, be intentional, and give back, love someone through being grateful. Thank you so much and have a great day.